I know this might sound a little crazy, but I did actually manifest my dream college.
Hi everyone, welcome to Blush and Brainwaves. I'm Kanishka and I'm so excited and maybe a little nervous to finally sit down and film my first ever YouTube video. I've been looking forward to this since a really long time and now I finally get to do it. So, as this is my first video, I wanted it to be something really meaningful and something special, something that reflects really who I am and what this space is all going to be about. So, while I do my makeup today, I'm going to tell you guys a story which is really close to me, a story that really changed my life. That is how I manifested my dream college. Now, I know the concept of manifestation is like thrown around a lot and it has become a trend nowadays. But even I used to think like that. Actually, I used to think it is kind of a wishful thinking. But when I tried it myself, I've never been the same. It is really the mindset shift that matters. So, grab your cup of coffee or maybe your makeup and come with me on a journey where we realize the universe actually listens. Let's begin.
Before we begin, let's talk about today's look. So, I really wanted to relate my makeup with the story that I was telling, which is obviously about manifestation. And today's eye makeup is a mix of pink, mauve, and rose gold, and also a little bit of white shimmer. I have given more emphasis on the eye makeup rather than the base. I wanted to keep it a little neutral.
So, I am currently a student of Parlitic Vidyalayas Association, Sathe College Autonomous, and I've always wanted to be a part of this college since I was 11 or 12 because my sister is an ex student of this college, and whenever she used to come home, she used to tell me and mom, about her college life, about how much fun she has with her friends and everything, and how she enjoys studying there. So ever since then, I had this sense of desperation, and I felt like, I wanted this college. I decided I wanted only Sathe College and no other college because I don't know, like my sister used to come and tell me her college life and how much fun she has and all of that. That made me visualize about my college days, like when, like, I used to sit and wonder how will my college life be. And since that day I decided I only wanted this college. I was so desperate about this college that I didn't even keep any other options, like in case, like, god forbids, if this happened, if I didn't get into Sathe college, what other college will I go to? And I wasn't really, I didn't had my options clear. I only wanted this college. And but I made a silly mistake which caused a lot of drama. So cut to 2021, when we passed our board exams, I filled a form which is mandatory to fill every student of Maharashtra who gives board exams. So this was a form of government, and here in this form, so this form is available on the website, and you fill out your details, like you fill out your um, SSE marks and how much you scored and whatnot. So you fill out those basic details, and you have to make a list of 10 colleges. So you make a preference list. This particular list is called a preference list, and you had to make like a preference list of 10 colleges that you want all over Mumbai. So I filled out the form. I sat with my sister. I filled both the application form and the option form, but I did not realize this until Ganpati. So I was at my native place for Ganpati, and me and my sister were really waiting for the lists to come out to see which college did I actually get into. And So my sister, we were sitting at a native place in a house, and my sister came and she asked me कि list का क्या scene है, लगने वाला है कि नहीं? And I was like, yeah, lists are also going to come. Let's check. So we checked on the website, but they didn't show any of the lists on my particular ID. So we waited for like 2 3 days, and my sister told me कि let the Visarjan happen. We'll go to Mumbai and then we'll see. So after the Ganpati Visarjan, we came back to Mumbai, and after like settling in, I again opened my form, and they were not showing my name. And by that time, four or five lists had already passed by, and it was not showing my name on Sati college to chodo, on any other college. So at that point, I was really really anxious. Like I had no idea what to do. So what we did was, at that time, the colleges had this counseling cell, and if you like go to any college and like go and inquire at the counseling cell, they actually tell you, what is the scene, like what are we supposed to do in order to, like, if you have any queries related to admission process, they clear it out. And so we went to Sathe College, me and my sister, and there was a huge line of students and parents. They were waiting to get their admission done, and we went and we asked one of the faculties, ki, can we know what is the process of this admission? And they made us wait for like 2 hours. So for 2 hours, I was really with my sister, like roaming all around the college, and she was showing me all the premises of the college, like the girls common room, the classroom, and everything. And then she told me one of her college memories, and finally the faculty came, he called us, and then he told us that you will have to go to this particular college because there's a counseling cell that will in that will clear out all your doubts related to admission, because the college, Sati college, is actually busy. It was pretty obvious by what we saw. It was a huge line, so they were actually very busy. And so we went to this other college, and we went to the counseling cell there, and we told the ma'am what was the issue, that I was not able to see my name on any of the lists. Forget Sathe college, not any other college, not even my in-house college, like my school's junior college, not even that. And then the teacher, she logged in. She logged into my account at the website. She used my ID and password, and she logged in, and she saw my preference list at the dashboard. She saw my preference list, and then she told कि आपने तो बहुत बड़ा mistake कर दिया. And I'm like, what mistake? Like, we were so precise when we were filling the form. I sat with my sister because my sister is experienced. So I sat with her, and my sister helped me out filling the entire form. I even talked to my tuition teacher who used, like, who took a coaching. So I even contacted my coaching teacher if I had any other doubts or queries regarding the form filling process. And I asked everyone, like my dad, my mom. I was so precise while filling the form. How could I make a mistake? I got anxious. And I was a huge fattu back then. So every minor inconvenience would make me, overthink the worst case scenario. Like, even if the consequences that I thought weren't possible to happen, I would still think and, make myself stressed. Like, फुकट का stress लेना था मुझे. So द टीचर टोल्ड मी कि आपने तो भाई कॉलेज में 10 कॉलेज, लाइक लिस्ट में 10 कॉलेज को प्रेफर करना पड़ता है, आपने तो सिर्फ 6 ही कॉलेजेस को, सॉरी 6 भी नहीं, 4 कॉलेजेस को प्रेफर किया है. एंड आई एम लाइक, अब क्या, व्हाट टू डू नाउ? I was so anxious, and I looked at my sister, and I'm like really panicking. And the teacher told me, ki, like, just relax. The government will unlock the form in a few days, and you can check, like, you can just go and edit your form and add 6 more colleges, and then your list will become complete. Because, like, the lists come out, the colleges, they don't start until September, August. So we did that, what the teacher advised us to see, uh, the teacher advised us to do. I'm sorry for my grammar. So we did that. We waited for a few days, and then the government, like we waited for a few days and then news mein aaya tha ki, like, the form is like unlocked and we can actually just go and edit whatever mistakes we made. So I went, I added, six more colleges, and I made everything clear ki what colleges I wanted, and I took colleges which were like in my nearby premises. So like I took colleges which were only under Andheri, Vileparle, Jogeshwari, and not further Jogeshwari. So I was clear. I did that, and I was waiting for the list to come. I'm really eagerly waiting. I waited for many days, but it's not, the lists are not even coming. I was so sad, and like I was so stressed. I cried so many times in front of my sister, and my sister was like, "Hey, chill, no, let's see what happens." I sometimes even got scoldings from her to stop, just stop crying because you're even making me more anxious. I'm more anxious about your admission process more than you are. So I shut myself up. But at that time, I used to follow these teachers. Not, we can't say teachers, but like, those YouTubers who, like, tutor online, like physics wala and teachers of an academy. So there was this sir, I don't even remember his name now, but I used to follow, like, I used to I subscribed his channel during my board exams, which never happened because of COVID. So uh, I had subscribed his channel, and that he used to teach like physics and science topics, and he used to give, tips on how to score good in language papers and all of that stuff. So after like board exams were cancelled and everything, they were telling, like, he used to take these lectures, or like he used to come live on YouTube, and he used to tell about the admission process and how it is going to be, like what to do, what not to do, and all of that. So I was watching his live, and he talked about this FCFS round. Now here is a little plot twist. Before I realized the FCFS round is going to come, once I was sitting and watching Instagram, and I came across this video of, those law of attraction, those mind coaches who promote law of attraction and manifestation, like manifestation mind coaches. So one of those videos, because I searched a reel, or like a quote from the book The Secret. It is a really great book, by the way. I was like searching for some a content related to the secret book, and I I came across this reel which talked about the law of attraction. Now I knew the book The Secret, but I had no idea what the book was about. So, and my mom and my dad both had read this book, and so they used to recommend me ki, read The Secret. It is a really great book. It is very useful for youngsters, and to change your life and everything. So I was searching for that book. So I searched for like some certain posts or reels, because at that time, reels were very informative, and reels was a very new concept at that time. So it was a very informative type of content you could post and you could portray to the audience. So reels were very engaging and interesting at that time. And I searched for certain reels. I came across one of the mind coaches who read the book The Secret. And in that particular reel, he talked about the law of attraction. Now, as far as I know, I am no expert in this, but as far as I know from my understanding or my opinion, law of attraction basically means the beliefs you have about yourself or the things that you want to accomplish in life. And these beliefs actually attract. So, for example, if you are a very positive person and you're very happy, and you're a very cheerful person, and you have a very positive view about yourself and the world and whatever it is that you want to achieve in life, chances are you will be the most productive, the most cheerful, and the most happy person you will be less stressed, and you will be a great problem solver, and this is actually proven. Okay, and if it is the opposite of it, you will be the most, like, if you have a very negative view about yourself, you will be a very negative person. We can't say negative, but like sad and unproductive person. So like negative things attract to you, so it basically means that you attract what you fear, like you attract what you view yourself. You must have heard the quote, you attract what you fear. So it is like, if you think, if you have a belief about yourself or something, and it is a very positive belief, you are right, it will happen. If you are the most, if you think according to you, you are the most confident person in the world, you are right. If you think you are the most negative person, and you are nervous, and you always attract bad luck, you are right again. So it was like that, and I found it really interesting. It was very convincing at first. Later on, that guy who was teaching, sorry, not teaching, but that guy who made the reel talked about how we manifest things in our life even when we are not consciously aware about it. And that struck me, like he gave some real life examples, like, there are chances that you must be manifesting something right now. You are scared of something, or like, you think about something. Humse na ho pai is also what you manifest sometimes. So that really struck me, because we are not even consciously aware about what we are thinking, and we attract it in our life. So it was kind of very interesting, and it hit me at that time. And then he later on added that we can even, you know manifest our, sorry, I'm really concentrating on applying my eyeshadow. So he later added that you can even like manifest the smallest of things in your life just by thinking and believing that you deserve it. And I was like, भाई क्यों ना कॉलेज मैनिफेस्ट कर लिया जाए. So at that time, I was really convinced by the whole video. Okay, for some people it might be भाई क्या बकवास है, ऐसा थोड़ी होता है. I have met such people in my life, who just flip off the concept of manifestation, who just don't believe, and it's totally their opinion, like no judgment. But like at that, it was very convincing for a person like me, because it is really hard to convince me, and I constantly need reassurance. And for me to be like watching that reel really convinced me into thinking कि हाँ, this is possible. So at that time I had decided I will manifest this. अगर कुछ और नहीं हो रहा है, like, if nothing is with me, this my mind is with me, so I will manifest whatever I want. And at that time, so I searched for more like techniques, like how you actually manifest, and I searched for many videos online. And there was this video which talked about, mindfulness tactics. So mindfulness tactics are basically like, exercises. So this was a mindfulness exercise which was again by a psychologist. I don't even remember her name, but it was a very effective exercise. And at that time I was in junior college, so I didn't even understand. I knew psychology was a thing, but I didn't know we could study it. So at that time she taught about mindfulness exercise. So mindfulness exercise is actually used in therapy sessions. Many clinical psychologists and counselors use it in their therapy sessions, and it is proven to be very very effective. It is actually very effective. So in that they taught us, like they say that like before sleeping you have to visualize, like just calm yourself down and like focus on your senses, and focus on your muscles relaxing, focus on your breathing, and just calm yourself down. Once you feel like you are calm, and you are in the present moment, and you can totally focus on the present, you can proceed further. So after you are like all calm and everything, they she told to visualize something. So I used to visualize that I was walking into that campus. And by something, I meant like visualizing a scenario, okay? I am actually really fumbling because I'm very nervous about my YouTube video. So please pardon any mistakes. This is like, first video chaos is actually very real. So when you are done, like, you are all relaxed in your bed and, in the positive, like in the present moment, visualize particular scenario. So since I wanted to manifest a particular college, what I would think of was the campus. So I'd already been with my sister to that college, so it was really easy for me to visualize the things in the college, like the campus, the canteen. I had seen the entire college that day when I visited to, get the query done. I was with my sister, and those 2 hours I spent watching, like, looking at the premises, and my sister was telling me about the premises and all that. So it was very easy for me to visualize it. I used to sleep, like before going to sleep, 5 to 10 minutes I used to visualize myself walking into the campus, like the college gate, Sathe College written in like this big, on the big banner. I visualize myself, walking into the classroom, making new friends, and, attending lectures, and, talking to my teachers and everything. And I also heard that from my sister, I heard this from my sister, that Sati College is also famous. Like it was famous for like great events, like many events from many different departments happen there. And that's why like many colleges used to participate. And main one of the main fest is, I guess, Synergy. I'm not sure, but it is one of the biggest fests I've seen, because they have like many events going on, like from sports to talent to literary arts to eating competition to everything. Even gaming, they also include gaming, because PUBG was like mainstream that time. So from that time onwards till date, they have included gaming tournaments and everything in their events. So I also heard that it was very famous for events, and I visualize myself participating in those events. So now the thing was, visualizing wasn't just enough, because I used to visualize before going to bed, and the next day I used to get this sense of desperation. And it is very like common, and it is very obvious, like, when you are waiting for something and you are manifesting something, you will definitely feel like a sense of desperation, which is natural, and it is fine, it is just a part of journey. But to a person like me, it was very, kab hoga type. So I always had this feeling of desperation, and I used to search for more such videos to, like, calm myself down and like just give myself that sense of trust कि नहीं भाई होगा करके. So what I did was I searched for more videos, and there are like millions of videos on YouTube, on Instagram, even on Pinterest. Like, I'm not even kidding, even on Pinterest. So I searched for videos, and then she said that visualizing is a very powerful technique, but visualizing is just not enough. Because, sometimes when we say such things about ourselves, like, oh god, I hate myself, I'm so funny, I hate my mind, I hate my this, that, it actually affects here. So our subconscious mind doesn't know what's right, what's wrong, and it is always active. So whatever you say to yourself actually, becomes true, and you actually attract it into your life. Sorry guys. So um then the lady that was show like, the lady that talked about visualizing is not enough, she said that apart from visualizing, affirming is also really, really important. So affirming correlates to the things we say to ourselves, and it actually works. So you must have noticed it in your daily life as well. I will give you a very prime example of, let's say, train. You are traveling by a local train, and you don't have a ticket, so you didn't take a ticket with you, and you are scared कि भाई TC आ जाएगा and all of that, and you are thinking about it constantly कि what if I get caught by a TC, what if there's a TC, and you actually end up in a situation where you are caught by your TC. Or like, you are, let's say you are cheating in an exam, and you fear getting caught, but you still want to cheat because you haven't studied for exam, and cheating is the only option. You can at least write something in your paper. And so uh, you still cheat, but you are constantly scared, and constantly thinking the worst case scenario, that is, if I don't cheat I fail, but if I cheat, what if I get caught by my teacher, what if this happens? And then you end up in a situation where you are actually caught by your teacher. How does that feel? It is a very, very unpleasant situation. And then it is a very, very unpleasant situation, and that's what affirming is called. So affirming is basically the positive things you say to yourself. And so I then was introduced to the concept of affirmations. Affirmations are, yeah, again, positive self talk. So what I did was I used to write in my phone. So everybody's phone has notes section. So I used to write in my notes certain affirmations related to what I wanted to manifest. So I wanted to manifest at a college. So I used to write in my notes, I got admission into Sathe College, I got admission into Sathe College. Cut to, and I manifested, I did this every single day, okay? I used to visualize, I used to affirm every single day. Cut to the day when I was seeing that sirs, whatever that YouTuber's video that I told about previously. I was watching his video, and I wasn't aware about this, okay, कि this was a sign from universe, which is actually true, that when you manifest something, the universe gives you certain signs, or you see some things which are certain towards, like, which are related to the thing you wanted to manifest. So at that time, I was fine, and I was like in a state of resistance. I was calm, ki like, hone wala hai, it's going to happen. See, I'm affirming it will happen. Let's see, jo hoga dekha jayega. I was in that type of state. So at that time, I was watching that particular teacher's video, and he talked about the FCFS round. FCFS round is the first come first serve round, and in this round, it is like basically first come first serve, that the student who logs in early and types in his data, like the college that you, sorry, the area that you want, and the stream that you choose, and if there are seats available in the college of that particular area, you will get your admission done. You can proceed to your admission, that list, like the college will show up, you can just go and get your admission done. It was that simple. And I was like, Ari chalo, like, this, and this was the last round. So like FCFS round had two rounds. So I tried it during the first round, and it was like the last session of like this admission process of boards. So I was very, very excited, and I kept my phone, and I told my sister about this round. And then later, while I was doing something, I don't know what I was doing. Yeah, I was, I don't know, I don't even remember what I was doing. I realized ki bhai, I actually manifested this was a sign from universe. Like, it might manifest, sorry for the context later, but my manifestation is happening. I got a belief like that, and I was, pretty much convinced this was a sign from universe, that my manifestation is on the way, and I just had to trust the process. And I was like so excited, but at the same time I had to stay grounded, because I knew I would get desperate again, and I would do something, and I would get into a sense of, like, feeling of overthinking, a state of overthinking, which would in a way affect me. So I was pretty much aware कि हाँ भाई चलो, now bala tali होने वाला है, it's fine, we'll wait for FCFS round. So I continued the process till the FCFS round, and finally it was the day of the FCFS round. Now What happened during this round is that I sat in the morning. My sister was besides me. My mother was sleeping on the other bed, and I logged into the website. I'm even nervous. I'm fumbling to say this situation, to explain this whole situation. So I was very nervous at that time. I'm still now. And what I did was I logged into my website. I didn't find the FCFS round on the dashboard. So I went again and I tapped on the video that had this, that was, explaining about this round. And they say that, go to the dashboard, go to, it was something, I don't even remember it that precisely. But I somehow managed to find it out. And they said that, if you do it early, there are chances that you can directly get your admission done, or else the process will take a very long time, and then you will have to, like, get your admission done in the middle of the term. So it's like other students, like, they've already started their college, and then you get your admission done and then you go to the college. It was like that, and I didn't want that to happen. So what I did was I waited. I clicked on the dashboard. It was 10:30 and I was actually getting anxious ki bhai, jaldi jaldi kar lete. Whatever happens, let's do it. And I was waiting. It took a really long time to load because many students and many people were yet to get their admission done. So it was taking a really long time, but somehow it came on my on the website, and I proceeded to do my admission. Now I searched for the stream. I searched for my stream. I searched for the area that I wanted, like the area of the college, like Sathe College was in. So Sathe College, sorry, Sathe College was in Ville Parle East, and I searched the area Ville Parle East, and I chose my stream. I was very clear that I wanted arts stream, so I went with it. I chose the stream, and I searched for the, like, the college, and I was waiting for the college to pop up. And when it pops up, no, there's a message that comes ki, you are, your seat is available in this college. Get, like, proceed to admission. There was a button, so you click the button, proceed to admission, and then, like, all your details and everything are mailed to that particular college, and you get your admission done. It was like that. So um I was waiting. I had crossed my fingers, and you won't believe it, guys. When the message popped up, I was I was in shock. It was only Sathe College on the screen. Like, it was unbelievable. It was only Sathe College on the screen and no other college. Like, आने के लिए तो धानुकर college भी आ सकता था, but it is a science and commerce college, so it is not really possible to come. But like, there are many other colleges in Sathe. It is not only, sorry, in Vile Parle, it is not only Sathe College. So it was only Sathe College on the screen, and I was like, what? So at that time, I had lost, sorry guys, at that time I had lost all my senses. I'm like, Didi, Sate College में admission मिल गया, it's happening. I was so excited. My mom and my sister both were very excited for me. And then, ताबड़तोड़, जैसे ही मेरी बहन को पता चला कि साठे कॉलेज में एडमिशन मिल गया, मैं एडमिशन इज, वी जस्ट हैव टू गो एंड कंफर्म माई एडमिशन, साठे कॉलेज में लिस्ट लगने वाला है, नाम आने वाला है. My sister woke up, she got ready, and we ran to the college. We ran to the college. We ran to the college, and obviously, the admission process took a lot of time because there was still a huge number of students in the college to get their admission done. Some were there to cancel their admission, like, seriously. So some were there to even, like, cancel their admission, and some were there to get their admission done. Some were getting their admission directly done. It was like that, and I wasn't sure that there is a thing where you can get your admission directly done. You just have to convince the faculty. So then we waited for like 2 hours. We went, no, not 2 hours, like many hours. We went in the morning. We went to the college in the morning, let's say 11 o'clock. Yeah, like 11 o'clock. We went to the college in the morning, and we came back home around 5. but a win is a win because we went there to get our admission done and it finally happened, and what nothing else mattered at that time. So got our admission done, and I was finally a part of Sati College. And I've been in that institution from 11th standard. It was like 2021, 22, 23, 24, and 25. Like 5 years I've spent in that college. Obviously, there were a lot of ups and downs. Sometimes I felt like, why did I take admission here? But I was only purely reminded of the time when I desperately wanted, and I was very grateful that I got to be a part of that institution. Now, guys, I really stuck at putting eyeliner, so I will just be back in a minute.
I am back. So this is the overall look. I'm really bad at applying eyeliner, and I had to go off cam to really focus on applying it. But we are finally at the end of this video, and that's how I manifested something that I truly dreamt of. See, guys, when I tried manifestation myself, if it taught me anything, it was that if you want to achieve if you want to achieve something in life, you are the only person who can give yourself a kickstart, a push start to it. And the way you talk to yourself, the way you think about yourself, the way you speak to yourself, it truly has an impact on your mind and on your life and on yourself and on the people. You get the point. So I'm really really glad that at that time I came across this concept, and I later on realized that this was what my mom kept on telling me during my 10th boards ki, likha karo, I got this percentage in my board exams, I got this percentage. And she used to make me write like 2 pages or like 1 page or 2 pages every night before sleeping ki I got 90% in boards, which was not the case at all, guys. But just remember, if you're feeling stuck in life, this is just one reminder that you are capable of changing it and you are allowed to dream big is enough. It all begins from up here, and if I can do this, so can you. If this video lit even a single spark in you, then please make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and share. And don't forget to follow me on Instagram. This is Kanishka signing off. See you next time. Bye.